First of all, let me tell you how my career started, because that is the story. I was just a struggling person, and in that time, there were all sort of problems going on in the employment. Globalization has not taken place, and government has stopped most of the grants to the colleges, and entry into the colleges was difficult. And that time, I entered into one of the small company that was Dinshaw's Dairy Foods Limited as a supervisor in a division where microbiologist was not at all known to set up people. Quality control was only happening on the basis of chemistry, and I was the one who started establishing the microbiology lab there, and that really gave me the exposure to many things. First of all, when I entered into the industry, my vision was like, I will be in a sophisticated laboratory doing some kind of a research work, or I will be on the dais talking to the people, and I will explain them lectures, give the lectures and deliver the better things and all those kind of a thing. But the industrial life was tough. Industry is really a kind of a thing wherein you have to slog a lot. You are paid less, and you have to work more. In that situation, when I really started as a microbiologist, I realized that there is a huge gap in awareness. There are dairy technologists on the floor, there are food technologists on the floor. Regarding the microbiology, from where the contamination can come in the product, nobody is having the insight. And that's when I understood that the microbiology is the queen of all the subjects, all the sciences. In life sciences, at least I can tell you. All of you must be different sections of industries. Probably you are trying to plan your career. If you are a student, you are trying to plan your career in a fashion wherein either you will be a scientist or you will be a lecturer, or these are the basic two things which generally people like to have. And when you enter into the quality control, and every industry is specialized industry, you enter into a quality control, particularly a microbiologist, but that entry point is at the lowest level. You are a supervisor and no more than that. Okay, so here what happened is that I was good at languages actually, and I was understanding what is the importance of food safety, because I had an insight how the food gets spoiled, particularly in dairy industry. All the rework, how are they managing, because why it gets spoiled, why the growth of the microorganism has to be curtailed at right point of the time. Those kind of insights were not there with the technologists. Technologists are good at managing the big machines, installation of the big machines, running the big machines, giving the huge production. But the spoiler, the microbiology part of it, is such a skillful thing and such a insightful thing that I automatically became a tutor. Started awareness for the workers, awareness for the managers, and awareness to the whole industry. Even I won't hesitate to call that, I even gave better awareness to the managing director of the company also. I'm really speaking loud, but that is truth. And thereafter, in 2002, when it was just a time of changeover from the globalization, HACCP started. This was the globalization point when our industry started selling the product to the outside countries, and outside countries gave a very, very strong norms. We will accept your product only and only when you follow certain hygiene guidelines, or you follow certain quality norms, or you abide by certain microbiological parameters. And that time, Taj was the first success that I tested was the Taj hotels, who were having international clientele with them. They purchased the ice cream from Dinshaw's. Mumbai Taj, you can imagine the big Taj president. They purchased ice cream from Dinshaw's, and that time they said that there are no microbes, and they have analyzed the ice creams, and it is very safe for the consumption, and hence they selected this. There were many things in the ice cream, very tasty ice creams, better ice creams, and everything was there. But when it came to health, coliform count, such a simple thing, coliform count, and the people were not being able to maintain in their production processes less than 10 coliform count in ice cream. And the Ensures was the one at that point of time who could achieve that. And that's because of the stringent cleaning program, stringent management program of maintenance, and cleaning practices right from the housekeeping to the different big machine, and the environmental program, which was not known much at that time. But the environmental program, where we used to take the swabs right from the down of the table, even from the drains, and that kind of extension of the environmental program, so that we can assess from where the microbes are entering into the production system. And that was the real achievement to me. And automatically the things came to me for ISO implementation. That time it was very new. 94 standard has just released and people were trying to acquire it. HACCP standard, first Dutch standard, 2002 it was established, and we actually worked over it, started working over it since 96, and by 98 we were almost ready, struggling of course. I don't say that everything was just perfect, picture perfect, no, everything was into the process of struggle, but then at least the things were appropriately chalked. And by 2002 we were the first. See, we are into the Nagpur, it's not Calcutta, Mumbai, Chennai or anything. And Nagpur, the Ensures was the first organization who got certified for the international standard like HACCP by DNV. And DNV is a Des Tosque Veritas. It is a Netherlands company, and it is a very huge company who wanted to who certified us. And thereafter my journey started. I understood that what is the importance of microbes and how the food microbiology has to be checked. By that time, food microbiology was always taken a backseat. That was not a kind of a forerunning subject, and that was not even the glamorous subject too. That is not, because, and even though if I have to say what I was doing in a microbiology laboratory was only identifying coliform and plate count, Istanbul, nothing more than that. These are the basic three tests that I did, and I understood that even though they are basic 3 tests, but their importance in maintaining the quality standard of the food is immense. And thereafter came salmonella analysis, and thereafter in around 2003 to 2004, Almarai is a Dubai-based company to whom the Ensures started exporting. Almarai is a big dairy in Dubai and Middle East, but they were the one who started procuring ice cream from the Ensures on the basis of its microbiological count and test profiles. Both were matching to each other. It was a small company then, but now it has grown a big empire. The Ensures Dairy Food is a big empire next to Amul. Amul is a cooperative, and this is in the private sector. So this is the story of the Ensures, but this is story of myself also, because I grew with the organization. And thereafter I understood that once I have implemented this food safety here in 2 of the organization, first was the Ensures, another one was the Ramanid ice creams, and thereafter I thought, let me be an auditor, and I entered into auditing. Again, for that I have to do certain specialized courses. The specialized courses like lead auditors course. This is a 5-day comprehensive training, and these courses are pretty costly, because in those time for 5 days course in 2005 I had paid 40,000 rupees. That time 45,000 rupees was too much, because my salary was not more than 8,000 at that point of time in those periods. Okay, but that was a changing point, and I realized that you have to develop yourself. It is whatever degree you have got, and that has really worked as a skeleton for your complete career. And hereafter, whatever beautification has to be done, that you yourself have to do. You have got the skeleton and muscle that at the most, but making a beautiful body out of it as a career. So you will have to learn a lot. So I started taking interest in sanitation designing and in engineering designing. Okay, this is all on my own. I had to do this. Thereafter, this lead auditor's course, wherein there is an elaborated international program that I had to apply for, and then I entered into certification, and that was completely a new world for me, because I understand that कि एक बार तुम auditing मतलब क्या करना है, यानी तुम audit करते हो या नहीं क्या करते हो. That is one thing which I have to tell you. So when you enter into any organization, particularly the food organization, आपको ये देखना होता है कि इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का तरीका क्या है, रॉ मटेरियल कहाँ से आता है, उसे प्रोसेस कैसे किया जाता है, इसकी प्रोसेसिंग के टेक्निक्स क्या है, इसकी किल स्टेप कौन सी है. किल स्टेप यानी कौन से स्टेप पे माइक्रोब्स मारेंगे या मर जाएंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इट इज अ पास्चराइजेशन, और इट इज ओवन बेकिंग, और इट इज सेंट्रीफ्यूगेशन, और इट इज अ कोल्ड शॉक. ऑल दीज आर द टेक्निक्स. तो किल स्टेप आपको आइडेंटिफाई करनी है, और किल स्टेप आइडेंटिफिकेशन के बाद में यू हैव टू असाइन अ क्रिटिकल लिमिट टू इट. उसके ऑपरेटिंग पैरामीटर्स कौन से होने चाहिए, फ्रॉम एक लोअर लिमिट टू हायर लिमिट. या ऑपरेशनल पैरामीटर्स को आपको अगर कंट्रोल करते आ गया तो आपको माइक्रोब्स की एंट्री को पूरी तरह से एलिमिनेशन जम जाएगा, अदरवाइज नॉट. सो ऑल दोस टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स व्हेन केम इनटू द पिक्चर, I had to learn a bit of statistics also. And because this is a statistical process control which is to be established, and it is extremely difficult in a microbiological parameters. You understand that it is after all a living organism, and people in our industry are very much habituated to have a constant parameters for everything. जैसे कि acidity, अगर हम केमिस्ट्री को हम अच्छे से समझ जाएंगे, so I tell you acidity. So acidity, keeping acidity, say suppose 0.108 in milk is very easy. Everywhere you can maintain that. But then its bacterial count can vary. Okay, so you always get a fluctuating graphs, and then the correlation activity of it has to be found, and it is almost a belt or a band that you get, not a single point. So the band moves, okay, and that kind of a concept of correlation and trend analysis was new to me, and I had to learn that. Okay, so once you are a microbiologist, you enter, and thereafter you have to learn. Now, even after this so many days, now I am having around 25 years of experience. Still, every year I have to appear for 1 or 2 new programs, because it is the need of the time. Now I am doing on food safety culture. They understood. So behavioral patterns of the people, why they can maintain food safety and why do they fail to maintain food safety. Here now comes the psychology also. Why people don't want to wash their hands. Or for example, now you are into the corona and you can see that why people don't want to wear the mask. It's such a simple thing. Why don't they want to wear the mask? So these are certain psychological and behavioral patterns that you have to regulate to establish the food safety culture in the organizations. And everybody is experiencing this thing in this period, that it is very, very difficult to develop the safety culture, particularly the safety culture, hygiene culture, and a lot of awareness, lot of education, lot of importance of it has to go into, and sometimes some administrative procedures have to be implemented to do the things, right? So this is my journey, and when I entered into AIB, okay, the AIB was not a documentation kind of a thing. It was out and out, open the machines, open the tanks, look inside, what do you find, how are the machines maintained, and there every part of engineering related with the microbiology and the food safety came into the picture. Now I had to look beyond microbiology. Now that becomes chemistry, that becomes physics, that becomes what you call it, radiological aspects of it, and pesticide residues and all those kind of a thing. That is a chemistry of course. So While hazard identification, biological, physical, chemical, radiological, and now allergen is new concept, wherein people eat something and they just choke their profile access happens there, they choke their necks and they just fall down. And this has happened quite some time in US, and they are having strong stringent allergen laws. So if there should not be any cross contamination, and now cross contamination concept is a microbiological concept which is extended in chemical contamination too. And this way the sorting of the food safety system has been done. So it is graduating, slowly it is graduating. Now it is coming into the food defense, food culture and everything. So right from checking the microbiology of the ice creams or milks, from let us say I started with a coliform, SPC and all, and thereafter it is all world of engineering, chemistry, management, psychology and all, right? So after telling you all this, I would like to tell you one more thing. That is, I have researched now what are the changes in the industry. Is there anything much that has happened? But I came to know that no, people, the students are still struggling to get into the various jobs. Okay, and I think the struggling means the start is 8,000 to 10,000 per month. And if I say that what engineers get, sometimes they get more, because nowadays everywhere there could be some problem, but then the good quality engineer would certainly get around 20,000, 22,000. But I tell you, microbiologists having higher potential to cross that barrier. You may enter into any industry with a very less salary, but once you start exploring the things and learning the things, you become the kind of a coveting person or a kind of a anchoring person. Maybe you do not have a big designation, but you always become the anchor of the organization. And that way I've seen that everywhere you are having the competition. Say for example, if you enter into pharmaceutical industry and bee farm people are already there. If you enter into food technologists, dairy technologists are already there. If you enter into medical sciences, doctors are already there. Okay. If you enter into the chemical industry or such kind of an industry where chemical technology is used, there chemical technologists, big chemical people are already there. Nowadays, BTech and MTech in biotechnology is also there. So engineering aspect is also, I mean, they are there. Now, what is happening is that once everything is having the BTech and MTech degrees, the students of BSc and MSc are getting a backseat of without any, I say, logic, just because it is perceived as 3 years course and 2 years post-graduation course, which is lesser than engineering. And I fought for it in my period. I said that, tell me it was a one-to-one conversation with a food technologist. I want to see your syllabus. How much biology you have learned? 1 year, 1 paper. I have learned it for 5 years and every year more than 5 papers. So who knows microbiology better? You or me. So when it is everything, you can rule the company, but if it is the microbiology, please listen to me. And they had to listen. And that person, that food technologist was my general manager at that time, and I was just nobody. I mean, 25, 26-year-old girl. So then you have to confront with the people, you have to just be assertive. You need not have to be very aggressive to them, but you have to tell your truth and your capability. You have to demonstrate your capability. And that is what is left to us. And there we have to develop our skills. All the microbiologists have to develop their skills, because perception of the market is different. Perception of the market is that technology rules, but who understands that nobody is asking as of now, and you have to create that niche. And that niche creation can only happen when you keep your eyes open, if you keep your skills open, and you start exploring the things more and more. When I entered into auditing, I tell you, there are different things that came in my auditing profile, and that happened to be the hospitals. Hospital is having infection control program. You know, big hospitals should have infection control program, and doctors find it extremely tedious to do that, because doctors are having the vision of treating the patients, and what is happening to the beds, what is happening to the operation theater, what is happening to their waste control program. They are least bothered about that. Let me tell you very frankly, and here there comes the microbiologist role. You will have to find out the niche. What are the things that people are not doing? Let me do that. And that way it happens. And in most of the big hospitals, which were certified for NABH, National Accreditation Board for Hospitals, I found that the infection control head was always a simple, plain MSc microbiologist. Okay, and all the people working in that infection control program were the BSc microbiologists, and they were the one who could stop the OT. Okay, no means no. Pseudomonas in basin, no means no. Okay, so hospital management is one thing wherein you are having a lot of scope. If you want to, I have done my management in marketing, but I understand that this is one of the way of doing it. You can always have hospital management as your side by side profession or higher profession. Then in my auditing tenure, I came across tissue culture laboratories, particularly banana tissue culture. And in Gujarat, it is very, very famous. And the banana saplings are given to the farmers, and that for saplings are given to the farmers, and they produce equal type of banana, and the crop is uniform crop, as well as on-time crop, and everything is so well maintained because it is a tissue cultured sapling. And that tissue culture lab, I had a chance to audit. So if you are trying to enter into the agriculture section, this is also one of the better way of doing it. Understand hydroponics, understand tissue culture, have a higher skills in that. Try to hone your skills in those lines. And such laboratories are maybe few, but once you enter, it is really a good thing to do, and you can expand yourself a lot. So when I was in auditing, one of the organizations that I've audited, and rather one or two organizations I've audited, is for the tissue culture of banana saplings. Okay, and biofertilizer factory in Hyderabad. So now you understand that biofertilizer is something which is mass scale produced, and tissue culture saplings like things are also produced on the mass scale. And when such mass scale things are produced, that time the microbiological controls are very important, and the person who is a microbiologist can contribute a lot in that line of that discipline of production. And here actually if one is having higher skills of tissue culture and higher skills of biofertilizer, immobilization technology, and enzyme assessments or enzyme extractions, all those things, if you put your skills into it, it will reap larger benefits to you. Then comes the third point, that is mushroom culture, floriculture. And these are certain aspects, they are not exactly the microbiology ones, but then they are, if you expand your microbiological knowledge in those aspects, those lines, it gives you a better results than the normal person. I mean, normal agriculturist, whatever he could do, microbiologist, if he learns the nuances of that processing, can contribute in a better fashion. Okay. And then I realize is that the animal husbandry, particularly animal husbandry, where I had a big auditing event, and that was into the IVF, in vitro fertilization laboratory, and they were producing. This is a Sabarmati Gaushala, and that Gaushala is giving the semen, frozen semen, for the artificial insemination to the farmers. Okay, and there I came to know that many people were microbiologists and who were doing that at freezing, means putting it in the capillary and freezing it properly with the complete aseptic systems and all. And I am very happy to tell you that whatever recommendations that I gave, the NDDB head at that time was Dr. Amrita Patel, and she approved the list of the innovations that they should do, or list of the actions that they should do to make their lab more good and without any contamination and more productive. And really that was a thing. And that person who was the head of that artificial insemination laboratory and the frozen semen preservation laboratory, you know what happened? That person entered into human IVF. Human IVF means all that Indira Hospital and all the technologists there are microbiologists, and now the microbiology has been expanded to larger extent, and wherein you can do other aspects. I mean, specialized courses in all these things, maybe for 1 year, 2 years, or maybe even for the 6 months. But the specialized courses will add value to your career, and once you get that, there is no end to it. Where you have to reach, there is no end to it. But you have to understand, you have to love your subject. You have to be very much confident that whatever you have learned as a microbiologist is going to give you a larger insight, firmer goals, and better knowledge to put forward.
Let me ask again one question to you. As you have struggled in your life, many of my students are also struggling for the job. What you will suggest them, how they should prepare to get the job in food safety?
Enter into any food organization, and don't bother about the money for the starting. First 3 years, don't think about money. And enter it, make the change, and everything will be yours. हमारे पास ना एक पासपोर्ट करके है एक काम का सिर्फ, है ना? हमारी डिग्री जो रहती है, we have to respect this as a passport, and whatever you have to develop thereafter. Generally, what happens in other professions, people get money first and then they enter, and they may success, they may not success. But in our case, that struggle period has not yet ended, very frankly speaking. Enter into any food industry, work for 5 years, and thereafter you have to enter into this lead auditors program to get the food safety certificate, participate in maintaining the management systems, and thereafter that is a minimum qualification actually. You have to have 5 years industrial experience to be the food auditor.
Thank you so much. Ma'am, you said that in this food auditing sector, you should be aware about all the things, means physical also, biological, chemical, pesticidals, etc., etc. So how can the person who get entered in this sector get the knowledge of all those things? Means by time being, by the experiences, or is there any training for that?
Basically, it is the experience. First is the experience. Slowly comes the training. Training is you have to read the laws. You know, this is again a one small gap wherein people can actually enter into. Food law, when it is there, environmental law, it is there. There also you require to have a microbiological parameters in control. In food also you have to have a microbiological parameters in control. But lawyer will not be having that kind of a skills to tell you how to do that. Okay. However, if you are a microbiologist, you know how to maintain that law. Okay. So one few of my friends have also done LLB after doing MSc, and they are into the legal section of pharmacy or legal section of food. You know, legal section means there are lot many things. If you are floating a product into the market, how it should be printed, what are the nutritional parameters, what are the calorific content, and all those things are there as per the law. When it is the export market, then it becomes the US FDA law. If it is the European market, then it becomes the European law. And the law, understanding the law with the technical insight is difficult, and that microbiologists can do. So few of my friends have done that also. After MSc, they have done just the way I have done management. They have done LLB actually, and they entered into the legal section of the organization of Pepsi, legal section of the organization of Dr. Reddy. That is a pharmacy. The legal section of a legal section of chemical industries. Okay, they enter into that. So this is also one of the lines which you can follow. This is again, there is no specific training that you should go for that. Nowadays, people are trying to formulate certain small courses, short courses, and they are available. Sometimes they are available even on the IGNOU. If you IGNOU is having the one food safety course, IGNOU is having some smaller what you can say patenting and such kind of a laws. For that they are having one small course. So nowadays there are few institutes who are giving such short courses. Previously it was not the thing in my case when I was into the profession. That time we had to develop on our own. Now you are having that facility that you can approach few of the organizations, like not many, but then IGNOU, like, or Manipal University, Bangalore. They are also having some 6 months short certificate course and all. They are costly though, but then they are. And many of the people like to flow and fly off to the different destinations like Australia and US. Okay, and Israel, basically Israel. People forget to go to Israel, but Israel is the country where microbiologists are in huge demand. So never forget about Israel, or Germany also for that matter. They are not very glamorous destination, Germany and Israel, but it is a real good destination if you want to develop your career and go abroad.
One of the question is from audience is that what all the courses and hands-on training we can learn to stand out in a crowd of BTech Pharma or as a technician?
Right. So standard trainings is see for the laboratories. Go on the website of the Manipal Institute, and you will be finding a life sciences. There is a list of the small courses in the life sciences. Hands-on training is one thing which you have to really do, and at once 1 or 2 साल में फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Very frankly speaking, BTechs will always be considered better than you. 3 साल में फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, लेकिन 5 साल के बाद फर्क पड़ेगा. 5 साल के बाद you will be at par or rather better than that person. I am sure of that. अभी इसके लिए हैंड्स ऑन ट्रेनिंग के लिए अभी तक कोई ऐसा कॉलेज और ये नहीं हुआ है. एंटर इनटू इंडस्ट्री, स्ट्रगल इनटू इंडस्ट्री, गेट अ जॉब, हैंड्स ऑन ट्रेनिंग, यही वाला तरीका अभी भी सबसे अच्छा तरीका है. लेकिन हैव योर रिसर्च डन एंड यू कैन ऑप्ट फॉर द स्मॉल. जैसे क्लिनिकल पीपल आर डूइंग इट, यू नो, क्लिनिकल रिसर्च के लिए एक प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं, राइट. सिमिलरली दिस NABH सर्टिफिकेशन के लिए इन्फेक्शन कंट्रोल प्रोग्राम करते हैं. There are few who do that cancer research, cancer pathologist. That is the specialized thing in oncopathology. So that they do. Okay. So genetics, if you are into genetics, the specialized program on hybridizations techniques that they do. If you are into that IVF, you know, I told you IVF, about that also there is a specialized 6 months training. Which is available in Manipal these days. And it could be a elaborate 1 year or 2 year program also. If you are happy to invest in yourself into that, go into that. And there are many streams, you know, wherein you have to wait for some time and then it gives you the refund. Microbiology is one of them. So जैसे कि कुछ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स एंड ऑल 21-22 पे अर्निंग करना चालू करते हैं, या आईटी इंडस्ट्रीज में 21-22 में चालू कर देते हैं. दैट मे नॉट हैपन टू माइक्रोबायोलॉजिस्ट, बट यस आईटी से मुझे याद आया, देयर इज बायो इन्फॉर्मेटिक्स का भी एक एक्स्ट्रा कोर्स रहता है, एडिशनल कोर्सेज देयर. And biostatistics is also important. Demographical statistics these days is considered to be important thing, particularly to chalk out the mass program well-being of the larger population. That is called as a social medicine. You know, for example, polio. If it is a polio, so polio vaccination becomes a social medicine. So to chalk out those programs, WHO requires biostatisticians also. So biostatistics is one additional line which one can opt for. Yes, you have to spend 1 or 2 years on that over and above your microbiology thing. I think hopes, this is not a kind of quick returns kind of a thing. Please don't expect that. And क्विक ग्रेटिफिकेशन, आज के आज मैं बड़ी हुई, ऐसा भी नहीं होगा, नहीं होता. बड़ा होगा ये भी नहीं होता. एंड देन यस, अगर आपको क्विकली बड़ा होना है तो आई वुड टेल यू टू एंटर इनटू द एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. खुद का अपना बिजनेस स्टार्ट करो, क्योंकि खुद का बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने वालों की बहुत कमी है इस दुनिया में. नौकरी हर कोई ढूंढेगा, लेकिन खुद का बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना कोई नहीं चाहेगा. Nowadays, one of my friend has started frozen samosa. Okay, so samosa is such a thing that everybody is ready to eat, and everybody wants as a snack food. So frozen samosa, and at the right time, you just call for that and you just fry it. And जैसे अपने मैकिन्स के वगैरह जो पैटीज रहते हैं, उस तरीके से फ्रोजन नगेट्स रहते हैं, चिकन नगेट्स. फ्रोजन समोसा इज अ बेसिक फूड. 50 रुपए के 2 समोसे, एंड दे आर सेलिंग. सो ऐसे अभी ये स्टार्ट हुए हैं. एंड यू नो, Patankar sir was discussing with me once that mehendi and its colors, one of his student has done, and there are 2-3 different shades of the mehendi that can be achieved by addition of some lactobacillus culture in mehendi, you know. So that time also he said that somebody should take up this idea and start doing something. And really this is important to just float in the market. पैसा जल्दी नहीं मिलेगा, लेकिन जब मिलेगा तो इतना मिलेगा कि you will not be able to hold it with yourself. ये भी एक बात है. अभी बहुत दिनों के बाद में, after doing all these things, I have started working for street food vendors. मैंने एक छोटी सी एक नवनिनाद फाउंडेशन करके कंपनी खोली है, सेक्शन 8 की कंपनी, लेकिन नॉट फॉर प्रॉफिट. अभी सिर्फ 3 महीने हुए हैं. और मैं ये चाहती हूँ कि स्ट्रीट फूड वेंडर्स जो है, स्ट्रीट फूड जो बेचते हैं, उन लोगों के जो ट्रॉलीज रहते हैं, उन ट्रॉलीज को इस तरह बनाया जाए कि वो अपने आप में एक हाइजीनिक यूनिट हो, अपने आप में एक हाइजीनिक यूनिट हो हर चीज करने के लिए, और ताकि लोगों को डर ना लगे. बड़े होटल में स्टेप अप करने के लिए डर क्यों नहीं लगता? बिकॉज दे आर हैविंग सर्टेन सिस्टम्स इन प्लेस, और दे आर हैविंग सर्टेन प्रोटोकॉल ऑफ सर्विंग यू एंड कुकिंग योर फूड. Similarly, if one starts that, then it's a really good thing. One can do that. I saw one question flashing regarding bamboo. So if somebody wants to have a tissue culture industry in bamboo, I really appreciate that. Bamboo can be tissue cultured. You can have a good in Chandrapur also there is one bamboo development excellence center has just opened. Of course, it has not grown that big so far, but then slowly it will grow, certainly. Again, this is people are exploring this field, and utilization of bamboo in various products, furnitures, biodegradable thing, particularly if you can say that paper plates, packaging material, bamboo in packaging material has not yet been utilized properly. We convert it into completely a paper. And so if something can be done on that, it is really a good thing to do. अभी जैसे हमारे यहाँ पे चंद्रपुर जिले में, विदर्भा में, एक बुरड़ नाम की एक जमात है. बुरड़ यानी they peel off the layers of the bamboo and they make small baskets out of it, or some winnowing things out of it. टोपली वगैरे म्हणतात पहा त्याला मराठीमध्ये. You, if somebody understands that, some small baskets. So if you can convert into its small plates wherein you can have the food given, or with a layer of a banana leaf. So it is all the innovation that you have to do actually. There is a huge scope in that. One of my friends, she has of course gone to Japan to understand that technology, and she is again from biotechnology IIT. She's not a pure microbiologist though, but then the armpit pads as well as the sanitary pads out of the bamboo fiber, she was trying to make them. अभी क्या है, उसमें कमर्शियलाइजेशन करते वक्त ऐसा होता है कि हमारा कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन बहुत ज्यादा हो जाता है, कम पैसे में कैसे बेचेंगे, and all those things come into the foray, and hence such things get a backseat. But then there is a demand to it, first particularly for the sellable products like the packaging material. So the person who was asking me about the bamboo, I've just read that. Please note that you may go to Bamboo Research Center in Chandrapur. Just have a look at that. It is not well grown so far, but you can get various information from there. And Assam, the other institutes in Assam regarding the bamboo development and converting into the commercial products.
Ma'am, there is one more question from the chat box. He has 7 years experience as microbiologist from different industries like food processing as well as food testing laboratories and dye manufacturing also. So he wanted to know that how can he grow as more than a microbiologist than what he is doing now.
Very good. So if you want to enter into auditing, it is the right thing for you to do that. Develop your writing skills, spoken English skills. That is also important. And once you have done that, apply to any good certification agencies and earn the certificate of lead auditors. First thing is that after you are having around 7 years of experience, it is a good thing for you. Apply for the just have a go on the website and see lead auditors program and opt for the FSSC or food safety, or if you want to enter into simple ISO 9000 2018, this is the recent standard. Lead auditor का एक program करिए and then apply into that certification agency, and there will be a qualification process, and within 2 years you will be a full-fledged auditor. Once you are the auditor, if you want to enter into consultancy and train other people for maintaining their systems, you can do that. 7 years experience is valuable experience, and you should be doing something more than that for sure.
Which exam we have to crack for food inspector? And another one is, how can we enter in food inspector profession or regarding microbiology post through civil services?
You have to just appear for the exams of UPSC and MPSC. What happens, you know, they identify you, and then another one is the CPS, yeah? CDS, Central Defense Services, CDS services. इन चीजों में आपको जाना पड़ता है, उसमें स्पेशलाइज सब्जेक्ट करके आपको आपका सब्जेक्ट लेना पड़ेगा. और अगर आपने आपका सब्जेक्ट नहीं लेना चाहते, दूसरा सब्जेक्ट लेके भी करना चाहते हैं, तो यूपीएससी एंड सीडीएस आर द सर्विसेज व्हिच यू शुड डू. फिर आपका डोमेन नॉलेज वहां पे एसेस किया जाता है. Once your domain knowledge is assessed, thereafter you are given some specialized jobs. UPSC में FSSAI ने अभी तक we are also waiting that they will release certain structured, specialized services or exams, but so far it is not there. And keep a watch on their website, FSSAI website. अभी तक क्या हो रहा है, इंस्पेक्टर्स 2 years contract 2 years contract पर ही ले रहे हैं FSSAI में. अभी तक फुल फ्लेज्ड अपॉइंटमेंट्स उन्होंने भी चालू नहीं किया, which is a very bad condition actually. It should not happen. But permanent post अभी तक गवर्नमेंट पता नहीं क्यों नहीं निकाल रही. ये नहीं, इसके पहले भी नहीं. माने I was into the period of struggle. That time I used to think, go back and search for the examinations, but वो ad hoc basis पे कभी तो भी ले लेते हैं, and that was a thing. But keep a watch on the website. As long as the websites are there will always be a projection of different consultants on the board or inspectors on the board.
There is one question regarding this from my side, that is it compulsory to be eligible as a MSc microbiology or BSc microbiology for this food inspector post?
BSc microbiologist is enough. But then BSc microbiologist enough होने के बावजूद भी क्या होता है ना कि तुमको वहां वैसा कुछ मिलना चाहिए. For example, say if you are from the Xavier School, Bombay, and if you are a BSc, you know, here comes the parity. Or from Chennai, या फिर मणिपाल इंस्टीट्यूट से आपने बीएससी किया है, या फिर ऐसे जो कोई प्राइम इंस्टीट्यूट से आपने बीएससी किया है, तो आपको एमएससी है कि नहीं, कोई पूछता भी नहीं है. That is also one reality in the market. Okay, so if your alma mater is good, I think that also adds the value. Otherwise, search for a good alma mater. अगर नहीं भी है तो जहाँ पे भी हो वहाँ पे पढ़ो, doesn't matter. Exposure की क्या बात है? Nowadays, internet has really opened up various avenues to us. तो पहले जैसा तो नहीं रहा अभी.
What are the key elements of food safety policy?
Key elements of food safety policy is, first thing is that your regulatory requirements should be abided. You should be able to provide the, you have to commit that we will be providing all the food which is free of biological, physical and chemical contaminants. Then comes the customer's delight. Customers, we will be giving in such a fashion that customers are delighted and feel confident about. So that is a kind of a, यहाँ पे मैनेजमेंट आता है. लास्ट पोर्शन जो है उसमें मैनेजमेंट आता है. फर्स्ट लीगल एस्पेक्ट, रेगुलेटरी एस्पेक्ट, वो तो इम्पोर्टेंट है, जिसमें आपका रेगुलेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट्स, आपका टेक्निकल नॉलेज इम्पोर्टेंट है. बायोलॉजिकल, फिजिकल, केमिकल, माइक्रो कंटामिनेंट्स नहीं होना चाहिए, इसके लिए भी आपका टेक्निकल नॉलेज इम्पोर्टेंट है. बट द लास्ट थिंग कस्टमर डिलाइट जिसको बोल रहे हैं, उसके लिए आपको मैनेजमेंट के जो भी ब्रांड डेवलपमेंट के टेक्निक्स है, how you are going to float your brand as a hygienic food brand. These are basically the things that commitment has to come from the top management. फूड सेफ्टी का जो भी कमिटमेंट है, ये मैंने लिखी पॉलिसी और मैं चलाई पॉलिसी ऐसा नहीं है. जो आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का हेड है, that person has to be convinced to sign that policy. सिग्नेचर करने के बाद ही वो पॉलिसी को हम ऑथेंटिकेट करते हैं. Why we say that signature? Because it is a kind of taking the responsibility. It is just like signing a check. You don't sign a check without a signature, right? And that signature means a value of money to you. Similarly, a food policy पे अगर CEO का signature, it means that he is committed to float that policy and he is committed to provide all the type of resources so that that food safety policy is met. ठीक है ना? तो ये एक कल्चरल कॉन्सेप्ट भी है. फूड सेफ्टी पॉलिसी इम्प्लीमेंट करना ये एक कल्चरल कॉन्सेप्ट भी है. इट्स नॉट ओनली द टेक्निकल कॉन्सेप्ट. इसमें आपको मैनेजमेंट का पार्टिसिपेशन कैसे लेना है. इफ यू आर वर्किंग एट द लोअर लेवल, से सपोज सुपरवाइजर और सम मिडिल लेवल मैनेजमेंट, असिस्टेंट मैनेजर वगैरह करके अगर आप है, आप में से कोई भी, तो आपका अभी स्ट्रगल चालू हो गया. आई मीन यू विल बी सैंडविच बिटवीन द वर्कर्स एंड द मैनेजमेंट. अभी ये सैंडविच चालू होता है क्योंकि वर्कर्स बोलते हैं, आप तो बोलते हैं हमको ऐसे हाइजीन का चाहिए, फिर हमको ऐसे कपड़े चाहिए, हमको ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए. मैनेजमेंट के पास जाओगे, मैनेजमेंट बोलेगा पैसा नहीं है, वी कांट बी एबल टू गिव यू द फ्रेश एप्रन एवरी डे, बट यू विल हैव टू ऑर्गेनाइज द थिंग्स इन सच अ वे कि जिसमें आपको लॉन्ड्री डेवलप करनी है. वॉश करके कैसे आएगा? अगर उसमें कॉस्ट कटिंग करना है, आपको डिस्पोजेबल में खर्चा ज्यादा आ रहा है, तो यू विल हैव टू मैनेज द थिंग्स इन सच फैशन एंड कॉन्स्टेंटली टेल पीपल. एक बार मुझे अच्छे से याद है, जब एक लड़का कहता था कि आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू वियर एनी एप्रन एंड अ मास्क लॉन्ग बैक इन 2000. तो क्यों, क्या बात है? सो आई वर्कड विथ हिम देयर एंड ही सेड दैट अलोंग विथ हिम ऑन द शॉप फ्लोर. एंड आई सेड दैट कि ठीक है, आज तेरी 8 घंटे की ड्यूटी, मेरी भी 8 घंटे की ड्यूटी, तू जो जो करेगा मैं भी करूंगी. एंड दैट वे आई स्टूड बाय हिम. I want to know your problem. Why don't you want to hear? And he said that I perspire so much. इतना पसीना आता है मैडम, ये इतना सारा घोल के पहन लूंगा, कैसे चलेगा? Then I told management that see the simple apron is not going to work for him. आपको इसको ऐसी चीज देनी पड़ेगी कि उसको उसमें मजा आए. अब उसको हमने ना स्पेशल बंडी बनाई. बंडी पुराने लोग पहनाते ना, एक ढीला ढीला, एक ऊपर से गले में से पहन लो ऐसा. And that kind of a thing he started wearing, and that was up to एक कुर्ते जैसा ढीला कुर्ता ऐसा पहन के दे दिया उसको बना के. And then the cap which was made, उसके सामने जो mask लगाया वो जाली का mask लगाया. हम लोगों ने we specially designed the clothes for that person, and that way he could wear it thereafter. And this was my duty to tell to the management that he won't be able to work, and if you do not design appropriate clothes for her, nobody will work there. So वो वाली चीज जो है ना, अगर आप मिडिल मैनेजमेंट में हैं तो ये इस तरह का दोनों तरफ से आपको सुनने का और उसमें से सॉल्यूशंस निकालने के स्किल्स, ये ह्यूमन स्किल्स है. दे आर नॉट माइक्रोबायोलॉजी स्किल्स दो, बट एवरी पर्सन इज हैविंग दैट स्किल्स. ये मैं जानती हूँ. माइक्रोबायोलॉजी तो एडेड एडवांटेज है, बट देन ह्यूमन स्किल्स आर ऑलवेज देयर विथ यू, एंड टेक द एडवांटेज ऑफ दैट.
Ma'am, there is one more question from the chat box. He had done engineering in biotechnology, and he is currently working as a process engineer in filtration industry. What will be the next step he can do?
Okay, you are at a much better position, Mr. Hetal or Miss Hetal. I am not sure. If you are an engineering graduate and that too in a biotechnology, you are at much better position than the normal microbiologist at present. However, if there are certain techniques like, see, filtration means it could be any type of a filtration, maybe a water filtration or excipients filtration or food filtration. I'm not sure what that filtration is, but filtration technology itself is in too much of details. And biotechnology means बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में तो सिर्फ माइक्रोबायोलॉजी को कन्फाइन नहीं किया. इट इज ऑल मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, फ्लूइड टेक्नोलॉजी. Similarly, it is also having certain chemical engineering aspects woven to it. So for you, I think specialized courses, if you want to have, is to maybe enzyme technology. You will have to learn about. अगर आप बायोटेक्नोलॉजिस्ट है तो उसमें आपका काफी कुछ स्कोप है. And if you are interested in really management side, जिसमें आपको डोमेन नॉलेज की जरूरत है लेकिन बाकी का कुछ नहीं करना है, माने एक्चुअल टेक्निकल नहीं करना है, तो यू कैन डेवलप इनटू अ परचेज डिवीजन. परचेजिंग में सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट जो रहता है, सप्लायर मैनेजमेंट एंड सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट, ये एक नया हिस्सा है जो ज्यादातर लोग देखते नहीं है. जैसे कि कोई भी केमिकल इंडस्ट्री में इफ यू वांट टू परचेज सर्टेन थिंग, तो एक नॉर्मल परचेस करने वाला आदमी जो कॉमर्स या फिर अदरवाइज जो नॉर्मल एमबीए वगैरह किया है, ही डजंट अंडरस्टैंड द टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ इट. ओके, सो टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ इट अगर समझना है तो आपको ज्यादा जानकारी है तो आपको प्रोक्योरमेंट में उसका डोमेन नॉलेज का बहुत फायदा होगा. सो सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट और ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी जो बोलते हैं आजकल, सैप नॉलेज, अगर ऐसा आप कुछ लेते हैं तो यू कैन डाइवर्ट योरसेल्फ इनटू द purchase and supply management division.
Ma'am, there is one question from Mansi Nikam that she is currently in last year of BSc microbiology, and she is thinking of doing her masters. So she is asking that her masters and job, whether she has to do both together, will it be good or not?
If you can manage both, it's good. बोथ कैसे मैनेज करोगे? अगर मेडिकल में जाना है, मेडिकल साइंसेस में, तो यू कैन हैव अ पार्ट टाइम वर्किंग फॉर द एनी लेबोरेटरी, पैथोलॉजी लेबोरेटरी, और फिर पढ़ के फिर आपको ओवर एग्जर्ट करना पड़ेगा. व्हिच इफ यू आर रेडी फॉर दैट, डू इट. अगर आपको कोई मैं बताती हूँ, पार्ट टाइम मार्केटिंग का भी जॉब मिलता है जो कि ओवर एंड अबव योर कॉलेज जॉब अगर करना पड़ता है तो डू दैट. डजंट मैटर इफ इट इज एमआर's जॉब, डजंट मैटर. एमआर का जॉब जो ऐसा है जो आपको 4 जगह घूम के आपको डॉक्टर्स को मिलके देना पड़ रहा है, तो when you are a student and if you want to really do that, do it.
Good afternoon to all of you. I think it's a time, particularly for faculty people, those who are teaching microbiology and post graduations as such, that they must modify the syllabus where the food safety can be introduced in the syllabus as an introductory part, so that student will get certain type of exposure to this particular type of the field. At present, it was rightly said that food microbiology, it is taking a back seat in our syllabus, but now it's a time, because our country, it is agricultural based, and the food industry, it is growing too much in India. we are a good type of market also. So in fact, we must give much more importance to this particular type of the area of microbiology and food safety. We must introduce in our syllabus. I think there are certain universities, they must have modified their syllabus also. But one more thing is there, we must have the practice regarding what? Regarding the hands-on training or on-job training during the course of BSc and MSc, which is lacking. We are not in tuning with what these industries, what they want. We are simply giving the traditional type of the knowledge. So some universities, they have started like this. On-job training they are giving. On-job training, even the NAC, it is also asking that whether you are giving any type of the internships. Now this is really required nowadays. Then and then only student can get exposure to such type of the things. I am not aware about other universities, but in Nagpur University, BSc syllabus, it is modified, and where we are introduced the food safety, the 2 units of food safety. And there we have given what is the food safety, what are the different type of the laws, and regarding that what Vasudha Paul madam, she was saying, that we must know some legal aspects also, where the microbiologists can play an important role. So this type of the initiative must come from the universities also and from the institutions also. And apart from that, there are certain institutions which are giving a certain type of the basic courses, like Lakshminarayan Institute of Technology, Nagpur, their food technology division, they are running a certificate course in food safety. So it was there. Then Symbiosis, I think, if I am not wrong, Vasudha, that Symbiosis also is giving this type of the course regarding the food safety. Then IGNOU is there.
IGNOU is always there.
IGNOU is there, and then in IGNOU there is one more course. It is MSc in Food Service and Management.
Yes,
yeah. So there a large amount of HACCP and food safety it is there, because I was a visiting faculty for there, and I was one of the course coordinator and academic counselor in the IGNOU for that particular course. So I can give you that this is a nice type of the course. The MSc in that carry out the project work also. So there are so many opportunities in the food safety area. And one more thing is that students should not hesitate to enter in the industry for whatever they are getting. I'm not hesitating to say here, and regarding the what Vasudha Paul said, that even BSc student, if he is from St. Xavier or from some other well-known college, can get the job. But you can also develop, because Vasudha Paul, she is from Guru Nanak Science College, Ballarpur, from where she get graduated, and now she has developed herself to this level. So it is not like that. Anyone can develop to this particular level. Only thing is that there must be a will, and you must have your instinct to work hard and get into the subject. One point, if there is a point that engineers and technologists, they are getting an upper hand. Why they are getting upper hand? Because we are not promoting our subject to a higher level.
Yeah. Very rightly said, sir. Very rightly said.
Yeah. So that is what we are not going in that direction, what industry want.